So this is my web application focused on the concept of mutual funds. It is a web application which will cover all the concepts of thread operations, which is basically done with the help of Angular in the UI framework and Spring Boot in the backend framework. And for the database, I have used PostgreSQL. So let's dive into the application. So this is my first homepage. It basically displays all the scheme categories which are available in the database. Categories and the subcategories will be having separate tables. Once we click on the category, any category, you can see all the subcategories associated with it. So each whatever subcategories table we are having, we will be having a foreign key of the category ID so that it will be matched and mapped along with it. If you can click any of the subcategory, you can see a window. It will be showing whatever necessary details about the mutual fund which you are going to invest on that amount. Once you click on register, you can see a pop-up showing enter amount. But in order to enter amount and invest an amount in some mutual fund, you need to have credentials to log in so that you will be notified like how much amount you have spent on and the details of the user who has invested in which mutual fund. So in order to do that and track the records, we have used mutual fund users in the database. For registering as a new user, you can use this screen so that you can enter all the details whatever required. So I am entering my details. Also, I have done the validations along with that. So if you are entering any wrong email IDs, it will be prompted with you can't able to register. So that I have disabled the once you have entered all the details, you can click on register so that it will be automatically redirected to the login page once successful registration. So in that login page, you can enter the details which you have entered in the register page. So I'm using my old credential which I have already registered. So once you click on send OTP, an email will be triggered. So you need to enter the email ID, OTP. So I have received the email for it. It is 9816. I'll enter it. Before entering, I'll show the mechanism of how OTP works in the database. This is the OTP table in the database, and in the OTP table, I'll be storing my OTP in a different way. Like unique keyword will be used for storing the OTP, so that mutual funds will be the keyword, main keyword, and whatever email we have provided for ourselves, it will be the main unique keyword. Also, OTP will be stored. This will be the unique keyword. And also OTP, whatever OTP value will be stored over here, it will be shown. So once you verify the OTP, you will be logged in as a user, so that once you log in to the application, here this OTP will be cleared off, so that each and every time when you create OTP, it won't create a duplication item to avoid it. Also, you can see multiple features like profile. You can view the profile details along with it. So my details will be displayed over here. And if you want to see the password, you can see the password. Also, if you want to edit any details or update any item, you can update. So here my details are getting updated. Once this is So in the screen, you can see the list of investments I have made in the previous times, and you can also use search to filter out based on the criteria, like based on amount or based on any scheme name. I can go with scheme name, whatever. Once I've entered the details, enter the keyword, it will filter out the details. Without any search button, I'm using it. If you may have wondered, like once I'm using typing any keyword or any key, it is already triggering an API call. But it will cause a cluster of APIs, like a cluster of API calls. It may lead to overloading of the server. So in order to avoid that scenario, I have used debounce time. So debounce time will be saving this uh, time framework. Like if you are entering 2-3 keywords at the same time, it won't trigger the API each and every time when you enter the key. So event will be on key up only, but it will the debounce time will be clubbing up the time together, like 2-3 events as a one, and will be providing us the result. So it will wait for 1.2 seconds. I have added milliseconds in 1200 milliseconds. So it will wait for that particular time. So on that time frame, how many events has triggered, it will club that together, and then there is the event will be triggered, so that it won't have multiple API calls. So it will have the grace time of entering all the keywords for the user to search frequently, and also servers won't be getting multiple API calls each time when you enter. So this is a challenge I faced while developing. So we can move on to the next one. So you can go to any subcategories, and you can register any scheme by applying 1,250 some random amount, and you can invest. So you can get a confirmation pop-up. So if you want to confirm details before, if you're clicking on no, it won't. If you want to enter any other amount and then invest on it, it will be invested and then redirected to the home page. So here you can find the investments which are made recently. You can see the investment details. Also in the table you can find dated in the database table, in the invest table. So here scheme ID will be a foreign key and user ID will be foreign. User ID will be a foreign key from funds user. So funds user, you can see all the details of whoever admin or any user. You can see those details. In categories, you can see whatever categories available. In subcategories, you can see the subcategories. So these are the five tables I have used in this application. And I'm logging out and showing another feature. If you are logging in as an admin, so I've logged in as an admin user. So the additional feature which I have here is in the investment details, I can see all the investor details, like whoever user have entered their details and invested in any of the mutual funds. You can see all the details over here. So here also you can use filters for any kind of amount. Also you can find or any of the dates also you can filter. based on any name, anything you can filter it over here. Also, there is an additional feature to the login. So once you have logged in, the profile token will be stored in the session storage. So that session will be valid up to only 30 minutes. I've set the time. So once the 30 minutes is getting over, it will be automatically logged off if you are not doing any action or anything. That is an additional feature I have done in this application. This is my application with overall all the features covered. Thank you.